Good morning, cruise news time. This is Danny once again with Sandy Destinations, and today's story is going to be 9 popular questions on Carnival Cruise Lines about resuming operations. So let's talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about, after 15 months, all the rules, all the protocols, all the requirements. What is Carnival doing starting tomorrow on their first ship out to make people safe on board? So, will guests be vaccinated on board? We've touched base on this before. Yes, Carnival is requiring that all of their guests be fully vaccinated on board. Uh, Cruise line made it mandatory. They want the people to have the same experience that they had pre-pandemic on their boats. Uh, so that means that like we've talked before, buffets are up, all that good stuff. They want to have an experience that that makes you remember the old days, so on and so forth. What they're asking for, an acceptable proof or form of verification that you are, just the original card that they gave you when you got your when you got your vaccination. That's what they're looking for. Not a copy, nothing else. They need the actual card that was originally given to you. And of course, children 12 and under can be exempt, but this will need to be cleared by the cruise line because they have to be at a 95%. Otherwise, if you don't get the clarification, they can't meet their 95% and you will be denied boarding. Question 2, what did Carnival do to minimize the risk on board? Well, they are now having you do a health questionnaire 72 hours before boarding. Of course, some of the things you're not going to see is a highly trained medical staff. At least, hopefully, you won't see them. The hospital facilities, including critical care ability, dedicated isolation and quarantine rooms, of course, an advanced HEPA filtration system, and lots more things. Guests will be obviously reminded frequently to sanitize their hands, wash their hands, and of course there will be increased sanitation programs that are implemented. Of course, if you're fully vaccinated, the question is, do I still need to be tested? And of course, vaccinated guests do not have to be tested for COVID-19. Testing may, however, be deemed necessary if as a precautionary measure based on medical screening on embarkation day, which will be free of charge. So, if they deem that you need to be tested, don't have to worry about it. That'll be covered by the cruise line, they say. So, good there. Um, let's see, and of course, they're not allowed to sail if test comes back positive. From what I've understood, they will do a wait a period just to make sure that there's no false positives and do another test to make sure that you're able to get on that boat before they give up. Question number 4, do I need to wear a face mask on board? Carnival says that while on the ship, no, you do not need to wear a face mask. The only place that it needs to be worn is in the terminal before embarkation and during disembarkation. And if the local places that you are going to go visit requires one, then obviously, you're going to have to wear it there. But as their brand ambassador said, once you're on the boat, rip your mask off and just yell, "Yippee!" So let's be positive that, that's another good thing, because face masks, I don't know about you, where they are good, I'm glad I'm not having to wear one on the boat. Question 5, will there be teen or children's programs on board? So the answer's mixed there, yes and no. Camp Ocean, the kids program that is for the 12-year-olds and under, operate as the kids are not vaccinated, or they will not operate. the teenage clubs, Carnival deems the risk of transmission of disease too big for Circle C and Club O2. The clubs for teens on board the ships will be operating as usual. Question 6, can I check in online? Just like before, yes, you can. Carnival requires it from all guests now. Guests will need to complete the online check-in and select an arrival appointment. So, you know, if you're booked as a suite or a diamond or platinum guest, you can do the check-in 16 days before departure, where all other guests are going to be only 14 days. So that's how the how those passengers are getting the little perk from being the higher thing. Do I need to book a tour to go ashore? Carnival Cruise Line does not require you to book an expensive tour to have the opportunity to go ashore. Everything is as it always was. But they do want you to keep in mind that local requirements can differ significantly from those Carnival operates, mandating mask wearing, physical distancing, and testing health screenings could all be required if you get off the ship. Carnival is also working on what they call bubble tours, meaning that guests can go ashore without endangering themselves or locals. More information on these bubble tours will be offered soon, according to the brand ambassador John Heald. 8. I love the Lido buffet, but I heard this would no longer be offered. As I told everybody yesterday, don't worry. The buffet is going to be self-service for guests, just like it always has been. So, you know, you don't have to worry about the crew serve or anything like that, except for the bacon. They're still going to have their bacon police as usual. But Carnival feels that the line is doing enough to keep everyone on board safe. And with only vaccinated adults on board, the risk is minimal. Number 9, is your time dining still available? Yes, according to the latest report, obviously, there have been no changes here either. Guests may choose either early dining or late dining, which would be 6 o'clock and 8:15, or your time open seating between 5:45 and 9:30. As I've stated previously with the your time, you know, you're going to be able to register on the Carnival Hub app, select the time that you'd like to be there, how many guests you'd like to be sat at the table, and they will text you or provide you some form of pager or something letting you know when things will be available for you to come back and start your dining experience. So that is the big cruise news. If you have any questions for me, you know, like always, don't hesitate to send me an email with your questions at sandydestinations2019@gmail.com. Look forward to talking to you Monday with the whole weekend's worth of cruise news to give to you, and how the initial Carnival sailing that starts tomorrow, how that works out for everybody. I'm sure there'll be plenty of news on that. So until Monday, have a great weekend, have a happy 4th, and see you then.